is what most Malaysians fail to understand. We are so focused on how the government should function. We're so focused on the deliverance of the government and how they conduct themselves and how becoming they are as a government. And we think that if that's okay, that's sufficient, then that suffice. We are on the right trajectory. We fail to understand the need for parliament. We fail to understand the need for opposition, because no government is infallible and no government is without fault, no matter how much of a dream government it is. Jadi, kalau kita punya government saja okey, tapi kita punya opposition is unbecoming, if they are stupid, if they are not educated, or they got other agenda, or they are afraid because they're going to jail and they are more focused on trying to get out of jail, or desperately trying to topple the government, doing things that what oppositions should not be doing. Rather, not doing what oppositions is supposed to be doing. So the things that macam you and I speak of, people, the rakyat tanya, how come this tak investigate? How come ini macam ni? How come macam tu? These are the jobs of the opposition. Let's not forget, even though the opposition is not government, opposition yang kat parlimen are also MPs. And MPs receives rakyat punya taxpayers money. They are also paid, they also get perks, they also get pensions, bukan sikit-sikit. And each of the MP, every MP, termasuk government MPs pun, they have a job, they have a role to discuss isu-isu rakyat instead of berkelay dalam parlimen and to raise all these points. This is what we voted them for. If they don't perform, they are cheating us and mereka berdosa pada kita. Because at the end of the day, they're taking salary, they're taking money and not doing the job and not discussing the most crucial, pertinent issues that affects us all. Namely, Lantikan Politik, for example. My voice note clearly states apa isu dia kalau Lantikan Politik, and at the end of the day, this will erode into kita punya interest. Wherever this Lantikan Politik appears, kalau any of those things, tiga benda yang I mentioned tu, triggers any of this, then it becomes an issue. We suffer still. We can suffer within the micro context. We can be happy with Anwar Ibrahim's PM-ship and the government running the country in the right trajectory. Tapi on the micro level, this thing eats up. It's like cancer. And benda ni bila banyak, it negates whatever the government will end up doing. This is what my concern is. But if it's my concern and your concern, why is it not the opposition's concern as well? They are also rakyat, they are also MPs. So it brings the question, what are their priorities? What is the opposition priorities? Opposition kalau priority tak betul, they can't even be opposition. Mereka nak jadi government macam mana? They don't deserve to be government because they don't even deserve to be opposition. They should not even be in parliament. We have baboons in the parliament. Parliament is supposed to discuss matters that affects us all. Matters that is the crux of the country. Tapi tak. So while kita complain the quality of people in the government, kita should also complain the quality of kita punya opposition. Kalau a country ada parlimen tapi opposition is deplorable, this can create a corrupt government. A government can become corrupt and can become draconian, can do whatever they like kalau opposition is too weak compared to the government. Orang faham tak faham benda ni? Jadi, I don't want a too weak opposition. Jadi, there's also some concern. Kalau semua opposition masuk jail, semua orang kuat-kuat semua masuk jail, which could be rightfully so kalau dia bersalah. Tapi siapa akan ganti? Jadi, kalau katakan, kalau boleh tak mau semua masuk jail same time. Masuk satu-satu loh. Satu masuk, then later 6 months later, orang lagi masuk. Supaya boleh ada by election, ganti orang baru. Orang baru yang opposition, yang tak sama pendapat dengan government, we want quality punya opposition replacements. Because kalau quality punya opposition naik, this will be good and healthy for the country. Government will be always in check, ada check and balance. And as a rakyat, I notice what the rakyat discuss, what the netizens discuss, what is written, the voice notes, the videos, the TikToks, the write-ups, the articles, whatever that the people, the common people write, are the more relevant discussion, are the more pertinent matters to be attended to instead of the things that is discussed in Parliament. You see how terrible, how you see the comparison. I feel that rakyat can be better parliamentarians than the people in Parliament. They are talking nonsense. When somebody begins to speak sense in Parliament, ada saja yang masuk yang bising, attack sini, kacau sana, and speaker seldom able to control the Dewan. Speaker kalau betul-betul nak ensure Dewan works properly, speaker should be very strict and follow exactly to the letter of the book. Kalau MP tu bangun tak diberi laluan, cakap juga, suruh duduk sekali, dah. Second time, bagi last warning that second time tu. Third time, eject terus. That's it. Eject. Rehatkan 1-2 hari ke seminggu ke sukati. Up to the speaker. Do that. Kalau at the end of the day, setengah daripada parlimen tu kena tendang keluar, so be it. Let it become news. Let it show that speaker ni gila. Gila pasal dia buat kerja betul, kerja yang dia patut buat. This is one way to ensure tak ada gangguan dalam tu. Okay? Jadi apa ni, people can let people, bagi peluang orang bercakap, and we want sense to be spoken about. And kita ada masing-masing ada MP. Apa-apa isu kita patut bagi pada MP, and MP tu patut suarakan di parlimen without interference of orang lain. Tapi you tengoklah, banyak issues yang patut opposition highlight and patut government talk about is not spoken about. It's spoken outside parliament by kita-kita ni semua. We discuss benda ni semua. So sekarang ni, you know, there are even allegations of corruption by people in the government working hand in glove with people of the opposition. Kalau betul benda ni berlaku, then we are screwed. Habislah kita. Siapa nak bising? Siapa nak cerita banyak? So, because of this, dalam apa ni, MP-MP lain pun yang tak berkaitan, patut tanya benda ni. Tak bolehlah apa ni, kalau apa ni, MACC ke, polis ke tak buat kerja, expect only kementerian, menteri dalam negeri je nak tanya tu. Orang lain pun tanya, what is happening? So, there's no harm done in tanya dalam parlimen. Tanya, rakyat nak tengok juga. Rakyat nak tengok juga parties, other MPs from the same coalition, tak kisah sama government ke ataupun opposition ke, also ada juga berbeza pendapat juga. Ada benda dia tanya, benda dia question, and kena jawab. Jadi bukan maksudnya government MP ni kena jawab pada opposition saja. Opposition MP ni kena jawab pada government saja. Tak, to each other pun tanya. Have a very healthy, respectful discussion and discourse dalam parlimen tu. This is what we rakyat want to see. We want to see kita punya issues dibahaskan. Not between government and opposition saja atau opposition and government saja. Between government and government pun kita nak ada bahas. Kita opposition pun kita nak ada bahas. We want the matter to be discussed dengan banyak parti. To discuss and constructively, bukan pasal nak snipe atau nak score political mileage, but to come up with a solution, and solution yang elok tu diambil dan dihormati dan upheld untuk kebaikan dan kesejahteraan rakyat. This is what I want as a rakyat. Tapi tengoklah apa yang berlaku sekarang ni. So, to me, this is really unbecoming. Teruklah, MPs kita unbecoming, speaker unbecoming, parliament unbecoming, and I see that, you know, rakyat is more competent in discussing pertinent issues. Something is very wrong in the country and something needs to change. Sekarang ni we have Anwar SPM. Tak tahu berapa lama dia akan jadi PM lagi. Jadi kalau Anwar jadi PM and dia allocate his time 2 jam every week kat parlimen untuk tanya apa-apa soalan pun. This is a time when I expect the head of opposition and the head of all the coalition parties in the opposition to be present at that point of time with their list, their battery, their litany of questions. Bantai, tanya Anwar dalam parlimen, semua rakyat boleh tengok. Tanya, buka lantikan politik tu. Bukan tak ada peluang. Tanya, macam mana lantikan politik tu? Kalau aku jadi oposisi, aku tanya Anwar Ibrahim. When you became PM, what was the motto that you laungkan? Keluar berita, Anwar Kerajaan Perpaduan eliminate all lantikan politik. Semua lucut. Semua lantikan politik dilucutkan. Totally. Jadi rakyat celebrate, wah, this is the coming of a clean government, great governance. Tak ada lantikan politik. Dia semua orang masuk based on merit, orang yang expert in the subject matter. Jadi kita ingat the country is going to go on the right trajectory. Alih-alih sekali ada seorang-seorang, one by one, this ex-MP ataupun MP manakah, lantikan politik sini, lantikan politik sini, bubuh balik, install balik. So maknanya it's not about removing lantikan politik lah. It is about ganti lantikan politik with your own lantikan politik. So tak ada beza. So to me, what was with the charades? Kalau I jadi opposition, I tanya benda tu. Because so that kalau it's a charade, I expose that. Jadi bila expose that would put the government in a quandary, susah. Then they will seek to repair and this will tend to stop lantikan politik lagi. This is where the workings of the parliament is not happening. Do you not see the problem? This is a problem. We are being shortchanged by the MPs. By the 222 MPs dalam parlimen tu, we are being shortchanged. Kita rakyat lah become fools. And I rasa, this got to be made known to all the MPs, the kerajaan and the opposition. As a rakyat, I'm bloody disappointed.